Friday, we're doing another live webcast, trainingsites.io. This one is about something that you may not think about or know, but it's a shortcut on how you can use tools like ChatGPT and Claude to actually not have to use them, or at least at face value. I'm talking about Chrome extensions. One of the things that happens when you're creating your online course is you have to do some research, of course. You're going to your competitors, you're looking around, you're doing all of this reference material, you're figuring out your syllabus, you're trying to figure out what are some case studies or examples that I can use, and you're searching all over the internet. And then sometimes you find something and you go, okay, great, how can I use this in my online course? So maybe you copy and paste it, maybe you download a PDF, maybe you try and take notes elsewhere, and then when you get it together, you put it into Claude as a project, or maybe you cut and paste it into ChatGPT. Or even if you find a YouTube video, you make a list of the YouTube videos, and then you go to ChatGPT and you go, you know what, can you please summarize these? Well, if you find out about some of these cool Chrome extensions I'm going to show you, you can still use ChatGPT and Claude, but not log into them and not actually have to cut and paste stuff in. So what I'm talking about are some Chrome extensions, and I'll go through a couple of them because I picked out some that I think you'll enjoy if you're an online course creator, because they save you a whole bunch of time when you're putting together your course and getting all that content put together for either the syllabus or actually the course content when you're trying to figure it all out. So the first one I'm going to show you is one called GLASP, G-L-A-S-P, and I might have mentioned this one before, and there's a couple other ones that are like this, but this one's kind of cool. I do like it, I do use it, and it's one of the ones that is good for summarizing YouTube videos. So let me just bring up an example here, and we'll take a look at how it works. And I'll go through some of this stuff here. Let me just go to a good one. I'm going to pull up a screen here. We'll go to the sidebar. I'm just on a YouTube account here, and I did a search for sell online courses. And let's see what came up here. Now, the interesting thing, I'm going to show you how this works. When I originally did this, there was something else that showed up. It's not here today, so I guess the extension is a little bit different, but we'll find out if it does show up for me. But I'm on YouTube, I'm looking around, and one of the things I could do is I could go and say, okay, great, here's a course. I'm going to go and grab the URL for that online course. Here's one that I've watched before. Here's someone that Aurelius, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Jin, T-J-I-N. I subscribed to his channel. He's got some really great courses, and I'm going, okay, wonderful. This is a great course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to view it, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm going, okay. Oh, we've got an ad here first, so we'll get rid of the ad. Wait for that to happen. Okay, I got rid of the ad, and I won't have it, so sound's going. But I'm going, maybe I'm going to go and I'm going to say I'm going to share this. I'm going to copy the link. And then I'm going to go to ChatGPT and say, can you please summarize this particular video? So that's something you might have to do now. But I installed an extension called GLASP, and I signed up for GLASP. It's a free plugin, a free service that you can use. And what it does is if you look on the right-hand side up here, you'll see there's one up on the right-hand side of the browser. Hope you can see it. It says transcript and summary. And find summary. I've got some settings and summarize the video. Now, if you look up at the top of the browser, I've also installed a bunch of extensions, and these are Chrome extensions, and I believe they work on Edge as well if you're using Microsoft Edge, which uses the same extensions as Chrome, but these are quick ways for me to go and just quickly go, and for example on this one there's ChatGPT and YouTube summaries by GLASP. So I'm on a particular YouTube video, so if I just click this extension, what happens is over on the right hand side for me, it actually opens it up, and it's going to go and actually create the transaction. We'll do it another way here as well. If I go and I just click the summary here, you can see the summary shows up from the extension. And of course, my browser's going a little bit slow, but that's okay. So it takes the actual video, brings it up. And can you believe this? I've got a dashboard that's dying. So let's try this one again. Let's try this one again. It might be because I installed some other extensions, but let's see what happens. If I can pull this one up for me and see if I get it to work. There we go. Perfect. So what happens is it opens up ChatGPT. All I did is I clicked a button after the extension was done, and I've now got a complete summary in ChatGPT. So I didn't have to do this manually. It did it for me. The other thing that you'll notice here is that on my extension, if I just look at the find summary article, but if I just, there's a little down arrow here with this extension. If I click that, it actually shows me the transcription. So I no longer have to go and either get it transcribed using another tool. I'm right here in the browser looking at the video. And I can do this as auto-generated to go through. And you'll notice there's on the bottom it says made by Glasp. So this is a free service that you can sign on to. Now the neat thing with some of these extensions, and I'll show this one to you right now, is if I go, there's the actual website, it's glasp.co. That's where you can go and get it. And actually there is an extension here for Safari as well. So you're covered in all of them. Highlight PDF and website on Chrome as well. Keep your notes organized, all sorts of additional ones. I was just looking at the extension and how to use that one. But the other one that's kind of neat with this is if I look at this extension, and I want to make sure that I have the right one, there are settings for extensions. So not only did I install the extension, but there is a setting for it. And if you see what happens, I can do some additional things that are available for it. Now there's a theme for it, so it shows up dark or light, not worried about. But the other thing is the copy format. So if I'm looking at the copy that gets generated in the transcript, I can just do it as plain text, or the other one I can use is Markdown. Now the interesting thing with Markdown is what ChatGPT and Claude actually read or understand. So if you do happen to copy it in, or you are going to use it in other places on other tools, you can choose to have it in Markdown. Now the next one's important as well, because you'll see that it's not just ChatGPT I can use. I get to pick which version of ChatGPT I'm using. And or custom GPTs, maybe ones that I've done or I've downloaded as an extension for ChatGPT, but I can also use Claude and a couple other ones. And I can also change some of the additional follow-up prompts that can be used based on what I get generated. I have the choice of big picture, equal size chunks, or I can go start to limit, which is focusing on all of the details, and I can even use a keystroke here. So all of these particular extensions are easy to kind of manipulate or customize based on how you want to use them, going directly to the AI tool that you've selected, or stay right within the browser and do the work for you there. I'll show you a couple other ones and then I'll show you how to add them in. Here's another one that I've seen before, which is quite nice. This one is another GPT-4 version. This is a sidebar. It's called Atopia, I guess, is the name of it. And some of these tools not only do some of the transcriptions, these other particular ones will do additional things. For example, where's the one that this one in? So summary transmit, but this one will actually do things like edit images. So if you have images that are on the browser or on any of the research pages you're doing outside of a YouTube video, you now have the ability to do things with images on a tool like this. You can upload any file additionally right within the browser. So that one's there, and I'll put all the links below on this if you want to see them later. There's another one here called Merlin. This one is more about rewriting or repackaging the content that's on the page. So if you are creating your online course and you do find some competitors' content or content that is appropriate for you for your course content, you can quickly use a tool like this right within your Chrome browser to rewrite the content for you. We've got another one called Monica. This one is ChatGPT again. This one's like a personal assistant, so you can go and check that one out and do some additional things with that one. So you can chat directly with it in the browser. Again, summaries. It does a search agent. It'll also write or compose quick different pieces and memos. Give yourself memos. Again, simple one to use. The other one, the last one, was Browser GPT, which is another one. This is hix.ai is where the extension is. And this is another one that does a good overview of all of the different packages that are available to you. So I think what I'll do is, all I'm asking is that if you are using or creating online courses, you go look at these extensions, because they can streamline or save you a bunch of time instead of having to copy and paste and put things in. If you are using a tool like Claude, you can put it into your project, manage it in your project. If you are using stuff like ChatGPT or a tool like ChatGPT, it gives you the real ability to kind of streamline or make faster that whole putting together all of the content. If you're not familiar with how these extensions work, right now I'm using Chrome. And if I'm using Chrome here and I've got it set up, in the right-hand menu, up in the very, very top of the browser, you're going to see 3 dots. And they bring down all the different settings. And about 2/3 of the way down, or 1/3 of the way down, you'll see there's one called extensions. If I hit extensions, I've got 2 additional choices. One of them is manage extensions, and the other one is visit the Chrome store. So if I click visit the Chrome store, this gives me all of the Chrome extensions that are public that are available. And if you want to go and do, for example, up in the upper right-hand corner, you can just do AI, and you'll see that there's a number of them that come up that allow you to choose from them and play around with them. They're simple to install. Usually they require that you sign in. Some of them, all of the ones that I've been looking at are in fact free ones. Some of them have free trials and paid upgrades, but you can go play around with those and sort of step or bypass some of the cutting and pasting that you might be doing. Now, the other thing that might happen, just be aware, you'll notice up in the browser here, I've got 5, 6 kind of little icons here. Those are the actual Chrome extensions that I have already installed. Maybe you install one and it doesn't show up yet. Well, here's where you fix that. I went back to the 3 dots again in the upper right-hand corner. And if I go down to extensions, you'll see there's another choice there that says manage extensions. And when I open it up, it'll show all of the extensions that I have installed in my Chrome browser. And on some of them, you'll see a little box here. This extension may be red and change your details, but you'll see that the little kind of box is here. And what this one's allow you to do, if you can play around with these, it'll actually show what shows up and what doesn't show up in the top here. So play around with them. That's where the details are. If you want to remove them, organize them, you can certainly do that. It's very, very easy to get started with this, and it can save you a whole bunch of time when you're doing this. So have fun with that. Create courses, create them fast, get your content out, share your stuff. There's a huge opportunity here. My name is James Maduke. It's trainingsites.io, where we have a whole bunch of courses. And of course, if you just need help having a course made, we can create it for you using these tools and supplementing it with your experiences and your content. More importantly, if you need a training site or membership site, or you just want to have all of this stuff done for you so you can be an online course creator and sell your expertise and your knowledge, come and visit us at trainingsites.io. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope to see you again. Today's Friday, so might do something tomorrow, but if not, I'll be back on Monday and we'll get some more great tips about starting and building and growing your education business.